My dear and lovely Aquariuses, this is your horoscope for July 2024, and July will be amazing month. Start all that you want to start and begin exactly in July, because in August we have Mercury retrograde, unfortunately, or fortunately, we have Mercury retrograde, which you might actually know, during which it's not advisable to start anything new, to sign important papers, to do plastic surgeries, any type of surgeries, and also dental work or open any business. It's really not advisable. So August will be for resting. Now, July is the month you need to initiate everything that's in your mind. In July we have new moon and full moon. Each month we get one new moon and one full moon, and those things will, activate your important axis. In the chart, if you look in the chart, two houses that are opposite to each other will get activated, and in your chart it's your house of work and another one is your house of subconscious mind and rest. Now, July seems like will be revolving around those topics, but let's start from the beginning, and July will start exactly from 2nd of July, from the get-go. Mercury will move into your house of committed relationships, committed partnerships, and contractual agreements. Our business partners also. 7th house, it's all about 7th house. 7th house is exactly your committed partners in love or in business, with whomever we sign contract that is for a long term. Now, it's not those love partners that we just start sort of seeing each other and dating. It's exactly those partners that are vice versa, who are like long term and committed. Now, Mercury is the planet of communication. It's the little postman of our universe, delivering messages and information, all sorts of calls, and signing contracts. We need Mercury to be sharp and direct, which will be exactly the July case rather than August. So when it moves into your 7th house on 2nd of July, it seems like you are forging some sort of agreement. You are signing a paper, might be business paper, or it might be actually marriage paper, signing. Might be you're starting your business or expanding your business, or it might be about your divorce also, or property division. All those things, will come to your attention. Some sort of information coming from your hubby or your wife or your partner, long-term partner, from in the beginning of July. Also, 2nd of July, we have Neptune, planet of magic and imagination and our inspiration. This planet gives us this inspiration and aha moments, and Neptune will move backwards. Now, 2nd of July, Neptune will go retrograde, meaning moving backwards, like slowing down, meaning slowing down the influence, but not, of course, stopping the influence. Now, Neptune will move retrograde in your house of money, in your income house, earned money house, until 8th of December, pretty much of end of the year. This is a heavy planet. It moves so slow that it takes half year to retrograde. Now, for the next part of the 2024, it will retrograde in your house of money, and it will follow its brother, Saturn, planet of hard work and responsibility, that went retrograde exactly in the same house, your money house, earned income house, 2nd house, on 29th of June, like a couple of days before Neptune. So these two planets will be, slowing down in that part of your life. And these two planets are karmic planets. Their influence is more on the subconscious level. They are information. It's on a spiritual level or mental level evolution. Like, this is sort of a background noise will be for the next half of the year, time to time popping up in your mind. These two planets, they give us development in the level of our spirituality and subconscious mind, subconsciously, and also our personality gets expanded and our soul evolution gets also developed, let's say. And this is sort of in your mind happening, whatever we don't verbalize, whatever is crossing our mind, information, and we are thinking about some things constantly, let's say, but not like every day, every minute, and every second, but time to time, but it's all the time same topics. So these two planets are giving these vibrations, and it's happening in your second house, which tells that it might be around your money and your resources. You might be quite occupied for the next half of a year with the thoughts of your earning abilities, your skills, and what you value in life in general. What is your priorities? Like, what, maybe it's a family, or it's money, or your friends, or your husband, or partnerships, or your wife, whatever is that, or your health. What you value the most in life. Your priorities might come, cross your mind time to time, and it will give you this sort of development. You might come kind of realized what you want in life around your money and resources, and also values that you hold in your deep in your heart after these planets stop retrograding. Let's say they will go direct by the end of the year. That will be the time when you will sort of start changing things around your resources. It might be you might change your job, or you might change your resource, like income sources, if there are few, and self-esteem also. What is your relationship to money? And second house is also all about material possessions, expensive gifts, properties like real estate or a car, whatever is very expensive that you possess. It is also in the second house. You might be thinking to buy or sell, those kind of possessions. And by the end of the year, you might decide finally what you want to do. And you might be quite busy. If you have been already trying to sell something, or in the process of buying or selling something, then next half of the year will be that time when you will be quite a lot of, let's say, signing papers around those things, quite a lot of work. And only by the end of the year, it will all resolve. Now, coming back to your seventh house, committed partnership house. On 11th of July, it will get a boost from another planet, from Venus, planet of love and beauty. This is amazing transit because it's coming to your house of love. Love planet is in the love house. We all love when Venus in the seventh house. And in your case, I'm double happy because whole July will be that way. Seems like you will be the subject for admiration. You will be the person who everyone wants to talk to. You will be so attractive. You will be magnetic. And also your love life will get a boost in romance and will become romantic. You will be irresistible, and your relationships with people, in marriage or in business, will be more softer, more milder, and more fortunate. Venus in seventh house is amazing, and if you have like long-term partner or spouse, Venus will make that relationship like fall in love again, sort of vibration, in that part of your life. And if it's your business partners, if you say it's not about love or my marriage situation, then it might be business, because Venus is also planet of money. It might bring money into your business partnerships, or you might attract some new business partner who will invest, who will bring money, who will make a boost to your current let's say business, or who will actually, with whom you will start new business if you are at the beginning, in the beginning of your journey of entrepreneurship. Now, next we have this Mercury, as I said, not retrograding, transiting whole this your partnerships house. Now Mercury and Venus together, hand in hand, will be firing up this love house, your business partner house, contractual agreement house, something you will be signing, and it will bring money, my dear Aquariuses. It's amazing time. July will be amazing. It will bring money, and it will involve some contract to sign, some deal to sign, some agreement to make. Mercury will transit that house until end of July, pretty much 26th of July. Mercury will move into your financial house, 8th house. Now, when Mercury moves into your financial house, some information around the money that you share with other people might come in, like information. It might be the money not that you earning, but money that comes to you from other people or from other institutions, like bank loans, for example, from bank money, or money from your inheritance, or investment returns, let's say, or some sort of funding of your business or your scholarship of education. Those kind of fundings are, some information is coming around those things by the end of July from other people, that you share with other people some money. Eighth house is also house of conception and fertility journey and health. When Mercury moves into your eighth house by the end of July, you will be preoccupied. Your thoughts will be occupied with maybe pregnancy or your fertility or conception options, let's say, if that's your case, like IVF or any other non-traditional methods. Or it's also, as I said, a house of well-being and your health. You might be seeing doctor or a specialist, and you might be seeking for advice around those topics, some of you, my dear Aquariuses. Now let's talk about new moon that is happening on 6th of July. That will be a diamond in the sky. That's an amazing one of the best new moons for this year. Happening in your house of work, day-to-day life at 14 degrees. Those of you who are born around 31st of January, plus or minus 5 days, will be affected the most, which I'm congratulating with, you, because allow any new moons and full moons 10 days of influence, meaning 5 days before, 5 days after. Within those 10 days that new moon or full moon appear, they bring news, not necessarily exactly the day it appears on 6th of July. Now, new moons are about new beginnings, new story or new person coming in, let's say. And that new moon will be supported by Saturn, planet of work, because new moon is happening in your work house. And Saturn is planet of hard work and discipline, and also responsibilities. That is transiting currently your house of income, your earning money house. Now, another planet that will support new moon is Mars. Mars is the planet, of activities, and it's an engine, it's an action planet, it's impatience planet a bit, it makes things done. And Mars is transiting your house of family and fourth house. But also Mars, naturally, in your chart, it rules the house of contractual agreements, signing contracts, and your career house. Now, you see how this topic of your calling, like your occupation, is emphasized. For some of you guys, and especially those of you who are born around 31st of January, plus or minus 5 days, will be, it might be related to your work. You might get a new job offer, new assignment, or new position. Your position is rising at work, my dear Aquariuses. You might change your job or a company totally. And it might involve quite hefty money, but at the same time, it will involve from your side hard work. It will require hard work and discipline and responsibility. That position or new job will give you new kind of more responsibility, and also might involve relocation, meaning immigration somewhere, traveling somewhere. Might involve that you will need to move somewhere else, some other country or some other city, and most probably some place that you've been before, that you know perfectly. Or it might involve actually your mother. It might be your mother will help you to secure that job, new job or new position. It might be that someone from your family might help you actually to, seize that opportunity of a new position and sort of new work space. Also, because it's a sixth house, is a house of health, not only work, our day-to-day life, our regime, it's our well-being. Seems like for some of you, it might be related to your health situation. And because it's a positive new moon, something new is starting here. You might hit the gym You might start doing some things for your well-being, in favor of your well-being, and it might be very beneficial for you, and you might prioritize around this new moon your health. It could be your number one value right now and priority. Or if it's not your health, it might be related to your mother's health, or to someone from your family. That will be the priority, and somehow news might come, around that topic. And because six houses, as I said, day-to-day life, your routine is changing, some sort of your regime, what we do daily, somehow, because of maybe because you are immigrating somewhere, because you're moving somewhere. Seems like you are changing your routine, your schedule is changing. It might be that too. And because work related, it's related to people that work for us, or like your nanny or cleaning lady, let's say, those people that we hire to work for us. Maybe you might hire a new like nanny or a new person to work for you, or at work you might get a new colleague, actually, and that will become as a family member to you. That will be very positive change. Positive person is coming into your life, my dear Aquariuses, which I'm happy about. Now let's talk about Mars. On 15th of July, we have Mars connecting Uranus, planet of surprises. Mars is the planet, like impatient planet, let's do things planet. And Uranus is the planet of surprises. You never know what this planet might bring into your life. And, their connection is in astrology is a bit explosive aspect, but another third planet taking part in that aspect makes that whole aspect very different, very positive, and very gentle, because Neptune, that third planet, is Neptune, and Neptune is planet of magic and inspiration and imagination, which is exactly in your resources house, your income house. Now Neptune will send amazing beams to those two, that is connecting in your house of family. Something in your family coming, catching you by surprise, might be catching you by surprise. You might actually buy a house or real estate, or you might stumble upon an opportunity to buy a house with the very favorable, let's say, conditions, or even for as a gift even. It might be that opportunity, and this will be quite surprise and sudden. So I advise you to take up that opportunity if such will come into your life. Or it might be something happening in your life, in your family life, especially related to your mother. It might be that in her life something is happening that will affect you, but it will surprise you. But it seems like at the end of the day it will be positive surprise. And for those of you who are in the process of immigration, like all things related to immigration, like applications for residence permits or citizenships or visas, around 15th of July, you might get that sudden news. That will be a happy one, you might get an approval for your application and immigrate and move somewhere quite suddenly. Now, 20th of July, Mars will move to your house of true love, house of children, house of joy. And, fifth house is exactly in astrology's house of joy. Why? Because it's, house of creativity. This house also rules our hobbies, whatever we do. And while we do it, we are happy, and where we create things. We also create our children. We also create our business. It's all about that. And everything is covered under fifth house. Now, Mars, when moves there, your lives become, around exactly your children, if you have them, or if you don't have them, you might be planning, or it might become around your business that you have or that you are trying to open. You might get quite busy, or it might be about your talents and hobbies. You might pay attention to those part of hobbies and skills, and especially this is related to those occupations that are related to art, like dancers, singers. You might get quite busy by the end of July around your talents. And also, it's of course love. It might bring you new some sort of person to meet, someone interesting, someone whom you will be flirting, and there might be a romance in your life by the end of July, my dear Aquariuses. Now, 21st of July, we have full moon, and full moons are all about, they are all about conclusions to some sort of events or situations and things in your life, or they are like acting as a big bulb of light, putting your attention to some situation or some person that needs your immediate reaction, that needs your immediate resolution and kind of judgment. Now, full moon is happening in your 12th house. That's a very secretive house, very private house, behind the door house. And full moon will be in conjunction to Pluto, planet of transformation and rebirth. But Pluto will be situated in your sign, in your first house, at 29 degrees. Now, 29 degrees full moon is speaking directly to those of you who are born around 16th of February, plus or minus 5 days. This will be your full moon, my dear Aquariuses. Seems like, it's happening in the 12th house, and also full moon will be supported by Mars, action planet, from your house of true love, and Neptune, magic planet, from your house of resources. It seems like everything is on a subconscious level happening inside, changes happening inside of you. Seems like you are coming to realization or of something in your life, or releasing actually something, because full moon is also conclusion, and 12th house is the last half of our chart. It's a conclusion house. Something is coming to an end. Some people maybe you are letting go, or some situations you are letting go, and it's related to because of your transformation. Pluto entered your sign for next 20 years. It will transform you, and it's already started transforming you, especially those of you who are born in the beginning of Aquarius season. Seems like it's related to your subconscious level, what you think about yourself, and whatever we do behind the doors in private. And also 12th house is all about our transformational transformational spiritual area of life. Some things are coming to an end, seems like, and it might be a relationship, or it might be values, what values you hold, or it might be something related to people surrounding you, or some situation, especially related to your kids, if you have them, or to your business. You might be closing off your business, let's say, and maybe starting new. Let's say you've decided that you will focus on yourself now rather than on your business, and you are closing, let's say, shutting the doors of your business. Or it might be that you are, because you rearranged your priorities, you kind of changed your values, somehow is becoming more valuable, and some things are becoming less valuable to you. And there is a huge transformation with this full moon, because this full moon is linked with Pluto. Also, 12th house is a far lands. You might actually travel, on a more materialistic level. You might travel somewhere far, and actually it will give you such a boost, such a fun. It might be even with your family you're going to travel, and it will be a memorable one. That trip, you will remember it for ages, because it will be so beautiful trip, somewhere like on an island, or somewhere near water, near nature, sort of kind of travel might happen. Now, 12th house is also all about health, our well-being, and something related to your well-being is coming to an end. It might be that you've been taking up therapy, let's say mental or any other physical therapy, for whatever reason. And that sessions, they are coming to an end. You are finishing up some course of some treatment, and it will be quite beneficial to you. You will be happy about that. And 12th house is also house of secrets, and full moon, usually appearing in the 12th house might give you some sort of secret revelation, either yours or someone else's. So take care around that, especially Pluto is in your sign. It will make a profound influence, that secret, on you, my dear Aquariuses. And lastly, 22nd of July, we have Sun, giver of life and light of our universe, moving into your seventh house, house of committed partnerships. Your attention by the end of July will switch to your one and only, your main person in your life, or that main relationship, business relationship, also love relationship in your life, my dear Aquariuses. This was your horoscope for July. Stay tuned for August, and don't forget to check your rising sign and ascendant, meaning ascendant, or moon sign. And moon sign too, because those are important for you to get fuller picture of the month and to be aware and all armed for upcoming events. And me personally, I always check my rising and moon sign too, because currently in my life, my rising is playing huge influence right now. So I highly advise you do check those signs too. I love you all. Bye bye.